Hi everyone and welcome back to another Phoenix Paranormal video. Today we were counting down our top 5 creepiest investigations. For this list we'll be considering locations we've investigated at least once. Before we get into that, we would like to ask you to please subscribe to our channel for more great South African paranormal content. And do consider dropping us a like on this video, it would be very much appreciated. Alright, so here we go. Number 5. The Breitenbach Theater. It was built in 1902 as a community hall for German immigrants, and by 1908 it doubled as a sewing school, under the supervision of Emily Hobhouse. By the end of the First World War in 1918, the flu epidemic swept the world. The community hall was converted into a recovery hospital, for senior members of the community and for children. By 1955 the Breitenbach Theater was built, and it staged its first production in 1959. These 4 walls have written significant chapters in the careers of many legendary entertainers in the industry. A famous story of the theatre is the ghost of Nurse Hedda, once spotted by Jan, a set builder. She appeared before him, a full-body apparition, and asked him where the children are. After hours, the theatre is extremely busy, perhaps feeding off all the energy of the students working on productions, year in and year out. But what makes this location really creepy is whatever lives under the stage. It moves in the wings, a dark force casting shadows on all it touches, a dominant entity, something like a landlord for the deceased. The activity ranges from objects being moved,
What the hell?
children running in the auditorium, deceased actors still occupying the dressing rooms. We've also caught multiple EVPs on the location. On one of the very first investigations, the team was startled by a loud bang on one of the auditorium doors. Take it from us, when the lights are out and the doors are locked, the show still does go on at the Breite. Number 4. The Rec Hall. At first glance, the Rec Hall in Cullinan looks like any standard school assembly hall. But this location has documented our most terrifying experience to date. The original structure was built in 1905, but by 1909 the building had burned down after being struck by lightning. It was then reconstructed into the sandstone building it is seen today. During World War II, some 90,000 Italian soldiers were captured in North Africa and kept as POWs at Zonderwater, just outside Cullinan. The Italian POWs cemented their place in history in the Rec Hall by painting the 8 beautiful historic murals on the walls. Over the years, the hall has become more quiet. Perhaps that's why some figures are stepping out of the dark, making themselves known. We have captured different EVPs.
Did it away?
Ja.
Ons het gehoor hier was dames wat hier gekuier het.
Odd shadow figures. But nothing could prepare us for what happened under the stage.
Are you one of the Italian prisoners of war?
Wat is dit? Nee, relax.
Then one of the ladies started laughing, uncontrollably for no reason.
Okay, nou begin my uitkreeg.
Oh.
She reported she wasn't feeling well, and after collapsing and breaking into a sob, she was escorted out of the venue, bringing our investigation to an abrupt end. The experience at the Rec Hall left a lasting impression, a sound reminder of the dangers we face on these investigations. Number 3. The Old Doctor's Mansion. The Old Doctor's Mansion was built in the early 1900s by a local physician after the gold boom in the Eastern Transvaal. The doctor used parts of his house as a practice, and it later became an old age home. It was then abandoned for many years until it was refurbished into an events venue. As stated before, even non-believers can feel something inside the mansion. Stories are told that the doctor was involved in sinister activities at his practice, and rumours tell of staff disrespectfully dumping dead bodies down the chute because it was too much effort to carry them down the stairs. Whichever story rings true, you can feel something very bad took place here. As far as evidence is concerned, the Old Doctor's Mansion did not disappoint. We've captured EVP responses.
Lucky man.
That's beautiful.
Zwaar weer, man. Nee, het is letterlijk een weerbarstorm. Elektrische storm.
An unknown voice is coming through the spirit box.
Okay, now you're landing.
Jolandi is jy nog hier?
Stefan even walked away with scratches. Once a guard was employed to sleep inside during renovations. He did little rituals to protect himself from the evil in the house. He left, and he never returned. There are so many nooks and crannies for the shadows to hide in the gigantic 3-story mansion. And the creepy thing is that you know they will try and get you when they catch you alone.
So much so that it's freaking me out. So much so that it's freaking me out.
Number 2. The abandoned lunatic asylum. As could be expected from an abandoned mental asylum, this place is extremely haunted. The institution is immense, stretching from one end to the other in just under a kilometer. Wards upon wards joined by dark hallways. The asylum pushes the creep factor to another level. The massive building in itself is imposing and haunting, and it swallows you into a deceptive labyrinth of corridors, isolation cells, and patient rooms that are resonating with the memories of the mentally ill. Here, every room has a secret. We have recorded A-class evidence on multiple investigations. The significance of this EVP is not only in the clarity, but also in the audio band's stability once the voice comes through. Notice at this point that the gate is wide open. We also encountered a mischievous spirit.
Gaan maar voor 'n portaal toe dan. Touches maar net weer bys my eyes nou.
I panned back with my camera, and because I was looking at the camera screen, I didn't notice that the metal gate was actually closing behind us.
Holy shit. Arno in isolation session rooms.
Yanni even picked up a few scratches. It's hard to describe the feeling inside the asylum. You walk with caution on the edge of extreme anxiety, the ever-present shadows watching your every move. At the abandoned lunatic asylum, you are never alone. One thing we can guarantee: when you ask your questions into the darkness, someone will answer.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Number 1. The abandoned mining hospital. Of all the locations in our archives, this hospital ranks 11 out of 10 for the danger factor. Situated in Mpumalanga, this abandoned mining hospital shares the same turf as an illegal mine gang war and a field full of unmarked graves. The building is in ruin, full of medical waste, old equipment, and completely drenched in water. As dangerous as this place is, we have caught some excellent evidence, both at night.
What the f was that? What? That was just wow! What?
And during the day.
Het jullie dit gehoor? Het jullie dit gehoor?
Adding to the creep factor, you are constantly being followed. You see shadow people watching you, and a threat of physical violence. But the main factor is the entity occupying the dark theatre. It's intelligent.
Do you like playing games with us?
Responsive.
Duidelijke klop. Wow. Duidelijke klop. Wow.
Calculated and sends a chill down your spine. This hospital has been the scene of many tragic deaths and injuries, which makes this location a hotbed for paranormal activity. And that concludes our list. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.